taking a cue from my friend Deepa Bhosle's learn, unlearn, learn, unlearn, learn, unlearn. You have something very exciting to learn from our next speaker, Mr. Ramit Gupta. Ramit is our partner, finance and supply chain transformation, who's going to share some exciting insights on operation resilience. So please give it up for Ramit.
IBM, that's great.
Good evening, everybody. After the engaging panel discussion on resilient agility, I'm here to talk to you about exciting space of operations. We are witnessing rapid generational change in technology. I sometimes get overwhelmed with so many terms which keep coming up. It started with blockchain, analytics, automation, AI, Gen AI. I sometimes think, when did all this start? Right? When this space suddenly grew out of control? Then I was reminded by my friend. Google launched the beta version of Android in November 2007. The same year iPhone 1 was launched. It's just been 15 years. And we just launched iPhone 14 in 2022. So in a span of 15 years, there's been 14 generations of devices. Well, we can argue whether it's marketing gimmick or not, but there's something which has changed. Right? And can I have a paper? And while that technology has been changing in the last, while that's been happening around the world in terms of technology, things in India have also been evolving. The 2G was launched in India in 1991, and we are, in a span of 30 years, already looking at scaling of 5G. So while there's been so much of change in technology, what all of us in our generation are also witnessing that India as a country is making irreversible, non-linear changes, and probably at the pace which is fastest in human history. From a period of balance of payment crisis in 1991 to now in a situation where we are surplus, from a situation in 2008 where a large population of the country was unbanked to 2019 where we have provided financial inclusion. A journey in a span of 11 years which would have taken 47 years in the normal course. We are already the 5th largest economy and $3.5 trillion. So my God, what are we witnessing? And we're just getting started. With all this China +1 underway, the progress of India as a country is only increasing. And depending on whichever analyst you look at, I think it's fair to say that we're looking at adding at least 27 to $30 trillion worth of economy in the next 20-25 years. So in my lifetime, over the previous 25 years and going forward, we are looking at a huge change. Now, beyond the fact that there are economic benefits, India's growth model, I think we touched upon that in the previous session, is truly dramatic, is truly innovative. It's tech-led, which is collaborative, equitable, and democratizes opportunities at a population scale, a term which was used earlier. The India stack, which is all about the identity layer, the payment layer, and the data layer, I think there's a lot of new services which are getting rolled out. Besides that, the new initiatives which I think are truly remarkable, things like Gati Shakti, ONDC, and the large startup ecosystem which we have in the country is truly creating an environment of agility and restlessness in the people. For all of us in the room, we are looking at opportunities which is once in a lifetime to truly reinvent our businesses, so that we can ensure that the cost of operations, cost of transactions reduces dramatically. And there are no surprises. It has to be tech-led, data-led. It has to be assuming you're a startup. Right? Even if you're a billion-dollar organization, you have to be a startup so that you're looking at your processes, cutting down the non-value-adding activities, and why can't you be doing it that way? And then whatever you do from a change management standpoint, you test it and rapidly scale. I mean, that's the softer organizational governance which is required to drive it. When we have a conversation with our clients, we are now seeing a three-pronged strategy, which is what they are focusing on. Of course, there's almost a democratic upgrade of code, which you are witnessing around India. What I mean by that is the ERP systems which are implemented maybe early 2000, they have outlived their life. Right? So everybody's upgrading with S4HANA or going onto the cloud-based ERPs, or upgrading their basic transaction systems, whether it's in terms of your procurement systems, your HRMS systems, and your customer engagement systems. And then infusing a lot of intelligent workflows to be able to drive collaboration across your customers, your partners, and your employees. While that is happening, the other side of the story is about the process re-engineering and ensuring that processes which were done out of physical premises, out of your offices, can be done in a consolidated manner, which encourages standardization, ensures you are able to cut out the non-value adding activities, and whatever can be eliminated, you please eliminate it. Whatever can be automated, please automate it, and then you try scale. And this provides agility to incorporation, because any change in the business environment, a change in that process area can get amplified across the organization. While these two are being done, the real value multiplier comes in by being able to use the data which is generated. Because every transaction on systems, there's a data trail which can be analyzed for innovation and creating intelligence, which not only results in new product development and opportunities, it also pushes down the center of gravity from a decision-making perspective, and hence the organization becomes much faster. Now, when we look at the environment, there's always a perception that the private sector is fast and quicker to respond to the market conditions. But what is interesting, and I wanted to talk about this, that the government enterprises, they are truly standing up and driving this tectonic changes by syncing up tech and operations together and doing it in a co-source model, which is driving driving the opportunities for efficiencies much faster. And this has been done. We all know the macroeconomic conditions under which they're prevailing, and they had a lot of stress to be able to cut down their cost. And what have they done? They have simply looked at consolidating operations, upgrading the code, and then ensuring that the partner is bringing in certain AI-based tools which is driving efficiencies. And because of the partner being around and the tools being used, they have been able to stabilize the operations in record time. They have de-risked their transition program, and in a matter of a couple of years, they're already seeing significant impact. So that's what I have to say. I hope you're as excited as I am about the future of operations going forward. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to the host.